Yesterday I got in the mail from Amazon one of these PIXAPRO Glowpad 350Ds, and it's my first thoughts. Hello guys, my name is John Sparkman. I'm a videographer and photographer based in Birmingham in the UK, and I'm really on the hunt for interesting and useful kind of technology to really help me get to the top of my game, to minimize any distractions, to get the exact piece of kit that's right for myself. Recently I saw one of my friends using one of these softbox-esque kind of LED panels, and then it kind of struck me that although I have a couple of LEDs, I have this light above me. This is a Godox SL60W with a huge octabox on it. Although I have little kind of LED ones like this newer, kind of, basic little blocky one. And although I've even got the fantastic Yongnuo kind of lightsaber, the 360, the YN360, they all have specific purposes. I wanted something which could be battery powered or mains powered. I wanted it slim so it could fit inside my camera bag, either a backpack or a roller bag. And I wanted one which was bright and flattering. The PIXAPRO Glowpad, I saw the 450, one of my friends using the 450 recently. It's a big circular thing. It kind of looked a bit like a beauty dish, and he was using it for an interview piece. And it was fantastic. It was so thin, I thought I would pick up one the next day. After looking online, I kind of saw there was a variety of different ones out there. I went for the 350, the next model down. It's still got the bicolour, so it's got daylight balance and it's got tungsten balanced. More on that later. And more importantly, it fits exactly inside my camera bag. So I picked one up, and this is the basic framework of the Glowpad. As you can see, you've got this kind of acrylic-y, I don't know if it's glass or acrylic right now, but a nice strong front to it. And on the back, two slots here for batteries to go in. Got a dimmer switch here. We've got a colour kind of, you can choose between your tungsten and your white balanced. You can choose between 32 and 5600 on the Kelvin, so that's kind of daylight balance to indoor kind of light. For reference, this big light up here is 5600K. Then we've got an on-off, DC in, and a attached, although I wish it could be removable, bottom section. Down here is where it would go into your stand or your tripod or whatever you need to mount it on. It's kind of a 5/8 inch mount. Physically looking good, made of plastic. I can see there's metal inside, which is great. The website does say that this is edge lit technology. So although you can see these tiny little dots all the way around, this is kind of just letting the light through. The actual LEDs are down the edges, kind of go inwards, the light goes upwards. So this needs mains power or two Sony NPF batteries. You can take the big old ones like this, or you can take a little one like this, so you could have a huge range. You can do whatever you want, but you do need two of them. I'm going to use the AC adapter, mainly because my batteries are completely flat. The only one that is charged is using my field monitor. So I'm just going to pop that in. And we have on. This is a battery light indicator here, so it's just going to let us know full power. Obviously we're running off mains. And you can see a slight little glow starting to appear. We're on 100% right now. I'm going to start off at the absolute lowest, so it's not going to provide any power. I'm going to slowly crank it up. This is on absolute lowest power. So hopefully you should be able to start seeing a little bit of a glow just beneath my face right here. Now I'm going to crank it up, see how high we can go. And that is pretty powerful. The ramp, you can actually see it kind of illuminating the bottom of my face here. You can find out as well when you try and change it to orange or that CTO gel. It's very gradual. It's actually transitioning from the white LED strip to the orange, so it's changing one to the other. The actual LEDs don't change colour. Let's see how powerful this kind of thing is against maybe this little newer kind of 160 LED lights. So I'm just going to pop a big old battery in the back. We've got a little bit of power. Should be enough. So this is just a removable coloured gel on the front, just changes the colour. So I'm going to have that directly upwards, crank this one up to absolute max, and hopefully we can see some kind of comparison on these ones. We've got front facing LEDs, so these are shining directly outwards. It's a stack of 160 of them just kind of blasting outwards, hard light we're talking here at this point. There's no diffusion unless we put on that CTO gel, and then everything goes orange. Kind of about the same brightness, which is nice, but look at the thickness of this. Ignore the battery. Look at the thickness of that. It's kind of a little kind of work safety lamp at this point almost. What I'm going to do, just to demonstrate the power of these, I'm going to pop this off, and this one. I'm just going to pop on the newer, the little one. This is quite nice, quite defined. It's very hard light because it's small and because there's no diffusion. If I have it maybe 2-3 foot away from my face, it's going to be very bright. If I put it a bit further away, straight down my face, you can see there's very hard shadows on one side, and you can see it hitting the wall behind me. So we've almost got like split lighting here, very dramatic. I mean, small lights and direct light sources are always very dramatic, so this could be good for certain people. There you go. About the same distance, because it's a larger light source and it's already been diffused as well. I've got this lovely soft light on my face. I'm just looking at the monitor beneath. It's a very soft light. The shadows behind me, although there is one, I can see it just there moving around. The fall off between dark and light is softer, indication of a soft light source. We can put it in nice and close if we want to get complete coverage. Then you would drop the exposure down in camera to compensate this one. If you were doing a vlogging setup, this would be fine. You can just have one of these up here exactly where my light stand is currently, and that's plenty enough light, isn't it? So first impressions are this thing is really well built. It's really bright, diffused, battery powered, slim. It doesn't really compete to, they're on a completely different level. I mean, they are kind of in the price range. This is £20. This Glowpad is more like £140. It's a fair old piece of investment. One of the main reasons why I bought this was for the portability, the fact that this kind of looks like a 15-inch diameter kind of laptop size, and all of my bags have a laptop compartment in them, definitely 15-inch. So what I did was pick up my K&F Concept. This is a relatively cheap backpack. It's one of those back-loading ones, and it's got a huge chunky section. I can pop in just down here, I can pop in a 15-inch laptop. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. Pop that down, take the power out, and hopefully this slides right in there. Nice fit. It's a shame about this top bit. Fit absolutely fine if you don't mind having this little piece out the top here. In larger bags, roller bags, you'd have no problem at all. The build of this Glowpad, this kind of little softbox LED thing, is so strong that I think it can survive being in where laptops would normally be. No problem. So that, coupled with maybe a 2-meter collapsible light stand, you can attach it to the side of this where the tripods go, and you can take portable lighting with you wherever you go. If you want to do it indoors, if you want to do it for vlogging, maybe you just use the mains adapter. The thing doesn't get hot, the thing doesn't make noise, it's adjustable, the colours are changeable. In the future, I do intend to kind of do comparisons on kind of which LEDs are best for people. Big, small, thin, chunky, cheap, expensive. I have 4 LED lights now after all. Hopefully this has given you a good impression of the Glowpad by PIXAPRO 350D. If you like it and you like this content, please stick around, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment, what is your favourite LED, all that kind of good stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.